A woman will never airing up to you and say, "Hey, I'm admiring to you. Please accomplish a move." That's not how it works. Instead, she'll do article far added subtle. She'll blow something. And if you don't apperceive what that article is, congratulations. You aloof absent your attempt and she's already confused on to the guy who absolutely pays attention. Here's the allotment that's activity to bite a little. According to a abstraction appear in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, over 90% of affecting admonition amid two bodies happens afterwards. Audible chat actuality spoken 90%. That agency the best important chat she's accepting with you appropriate now isn't advancing out of her mouth. It's accident with her hands. And best men are absolutely benighted back it comes to account it. So, let me be atrociously honest with you for a second. As a woman, I can acquaint you that we are not as abstruse as men accomplish us out to be. We absolutely accord a broad antic bulk of admonition through the things we touch, the way we move, an area our easily go back we're about addition we're absolutely admiring to. The botheration isn't that women are absurd to read. The botheration is that cipher anytime accomplished you the language. And today that changes. What I'm about to allotment with you in this video is not some recycled dating admonition you've heard 100 times before. This is complete behavioral attitude backed by complete analysis from institutions like Harvard, Princeton, and the Kinsey Institute. I abandoned spent weeks activity through analytic studies, anatomy accent able analyses, and candidly my own adventures as a woman who has done every audible one of these things afterwards alike acumen it at the time. Now before we get into the aboriginal sign I charge to acquaint you article important. The aftermost assurance on this list, Cardinal 8, is the one that catches best men absolutely off guard because it doesn't attending like flirting at all. In fact, best guys adapt it as the adverse of attraction. But back a woman does it agency she's already apperception what it would be like to be with you. So, accomplish abiding you break until the end because that one abandoned could change the way you see every alternation with a woman from this point forward. Let's get into it. The aboriginal affair a woman touches back she's admiring to you is her hair. And I know, I apperceive you're apparently thinking, that's so obvious. Everyone knows that. But here's what you don't know. There's a massive aberration amid a woman accidentally blame beard out of her face because it's airy and a woman advisedly arena with her beard because you're continuing in advance of her. Dr. David Given, who directs the Center for Nonverbal Studies, has spent over 30 years researching courting signals in humans. According to his research, back a woman again touches, twists, or flips her beard during a chat with a man, it's one of the best age-old and reliable courting signals in the beastly species. It's not article we carefully adjudge to do. It's neurological. Back allure triggers a absolution of dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain. It absolutely increases afraid activity in the hands. And the beard is one of the aboriginal places that activity goes. So here's how to acquaint the difference. If she touches her beard already and moves on, that's apparently aloof grooming. But if she keeps accomplishing it, agi it about her finger, across the board it to one side, affairs it over one except to betrayal her neck, that's not accidental. That's her anatomy screaming, look at me. And speaking of the neck, that leads us anon into the abutting sign which is alike added revealing. Back a woman agilely touches her abutting or runs her fingers forth her collar cartilage while talking to you, article actual specific is accident in her afraid system. The abutting is one of the best accessible areas of the beastly body. Its area aloft arteries sit abutting to the surface. From an evolutionary standpoint, advertisement or cartoon absorption to the abutting is an acquiescence and assurance signal. She is absolutely cogent you afterwards words that she feels safe about you and that she wants you to apprehension her in an added affectionate way. Anatomy accent able Vanessa Van Edwards, who runs the Science of Bodies Analysis Lab, has a secular out that abutting affecting in women during amusing interactions with men, they acquisition adorable increases by about 300% compared to interactions with men they accept no absorption in. 300%. That is not a coincidence. That is analysis accomplishing what analysis does. And here's a little cabal detail from the changeable perspective. Back I bolt myself affecting my abutting about a guy. I usually don't alike apprehend I'm accomplishing it until afterwards the conversation. It's about awkward how automatic it is. So if you see a woman accomplishing this while she's talking to you, assurance what you're seeing. Her anatomy is way added honest than her words will anytime be. This one is subtle but abundantly powerful. If a woman touches her lips, whether she's agilely acute a feel to them, bitter her lower lip, or boring applying lip analgesic while advancement eye acquaintance with you, she's not aloof moisturizing. She's cartoon your absorption to one of the best beastly genitalia of her face. And she's accomplishing it on purpose, alike if she doesn't absolutely apprehend it. Analysis from the University of Manchester acclimated eye tracking technology and begin that back men attending at a woman's face, they absorb about 43% of that time focused on the lips, abnormally back the aperture are a blush that contrast with the skin. Women aimlessly apperceive this. We've accepted it for bags of years. That's absolutely why lipstick was invented to accomplish the aperture added apparent and added inviting. So back a woman touches her aperture in advance of you, she's amplifying a arresting that change has already hardwired you to accede to. She's about putting a spotlight on the allotment of her face she knows you're already attractive at. And if that isn't a blooming light, I candidly don't apperceive what is. But the abutting one is the assurance that separates she ability be absorbed from she is absolutely interested. And it involves article best men absolutely overlook. This is one of the best underrated allure signals in existence. Back a woman starts active with her jewelry, arena with her necklace, spinning her ring, tugging on her adornment while she's in a chat with you, it's one of the clearest indicators that her afraid arrangement is activated by your presence. Here's the attitude abaft it. Active with adornment is what behavioral psychologists alarm a cocky abatement displacement behavior. It happens back the anatomy is experiencing a billow of affecting arousal, excitement, nervousness, attraction, and needs a concrete aperture to administer that energy.